You know why you're still broke, fat, and lazy? Because you think discipline is something you're born with. But what if I told you discipline is actually a muscle, and yours is just weak? Look, I used to be the guy who couldn't even wash a single dish. Now I work 10 hours a day and actually enjoy it. What changed? I found out the secret nobody talks about. Let me guess what you want. You want a fit body. You want money. You want people to look at you and think this person has their life together. But here's the thing. You can't even wake up on time. You set that alarm for 6 a.m., full of hope. Then morning comes, and you smash that snooze button so fast, your phone nearly breaks. 5 minutes later, it's suddenly 11 a.m., and your whole day is already ruined. Does this sound like you? Here's what's really happening. You think watching one motivational video at midnight will magically make you a different person tomorrow. But let's be real, that never works, not once. So, why do we keep failing? The real reason you can't stick to anything is simple. Your brain has been trained to be weak. Think about it for a second. You're hungry but there's no food in your house? Just grab your phone and order McDonald's. It shows up at your door in 5 minutes. You're bored and have nothing to do? Open TikTok and suddenly hours disappear. You're feeling lonely? Start looking at Instagram and pretend you have friends. Everything in your life is made to be easy and instant. So when something actually needs real work, your brain just says, nope, I'm not doing that. It feels wrong because you're not used to it. But here's what nobody tells you. Discipline is not some special gift that only certain people are born with. It's like a muscle in your body. Right now, your discipline muscle is tiny and weak, like a baby arm. You ever play video games? Remember how you always start at level 1, you're super weak, and can barely fight anything. But then you go kill small bad guys, you get points, and slowly you start getting stronger. Well, discipline works the exact same way. Every single time you don't want to do something, that's actually your chance to get stronger. Let me say that again because this is the most important part. Every time you don't want to do something, that's your opportunity to level up. Think of it like this. A little voice pops up in your head and says you should probably study right now, but you really just want to watch YouTube videos instead. That exact moment right there is like a bad guy showing up in front of you in a video game. Now, you have two choices. You can run away like a coward and let the bad guy win, or you can fight it, beat it, and level up your character. When you force yourself to study, even though every part of you wants to watch videos, you just earned experience points in real life. You just made your discipline muscle a tiny bit stronger than it was before. Now, here's where it gets really cool. Smart people who study how brains work found something crazy. There's this part inside your brain that controls whether you can do hard stuff or just give up easily. They looked at people who are fit and doing well in life. And guess what? That part of their brain was bigger. Then they looked at people who are lazy and always quit, and that part was way smaller. But here's the most important discovery. You can actually grow that part of your brain. It's not stuck the way it is. Your brain can really change and get stronger. How do you grow it? Simple. You just do things you don't want to do. Things that suck and make you uncomfortable. Now, hold on a second. Before you get all excited and try to study for 12 hours straight tomorrow and run 20 miles, let me stop you right there. Look around your room right now. I'm serious. Actually look around. Did you make your bed this morning? Are there dirty clothes just sitting on the floor? Is there old pizza or trash lying around? If the answer is yes, then you're definitely not ready for 12-hour study sessions. Here's a hard truth you need to hear. If you can't even make your bed in the morning, how are you going to start a business? If you can't wash your dishes after eating, how are you going to get good grades? The way you do small things is the way you do everything. You're trying to fight the final boss when you're still level 1. That's not how any of this works. You need to start really small. Make your bed every morning even when you don't feel like it. Wash the dishes right after you eat, even when you're tired. These tiny, boring jobs that you hate, they're actually perfect training for your brain. And the best part is, these small things happen every single day. That means you get more chances to level up your discipline. When you make it a habit to do these annoying little tasks every time you don't feel like it, you're training yourself. Over time, your brain starts doing hard stuff automatically. It just becomes normal, like brushing your teeth. Now, some people think discipline means making yourself suffer forever, like you're just torturing yourself for the rest of your life. But let me completely flip how you see this. Discipline is actually you loving yourself. I know that sounds weird, but think about it. If you really truly loved yourself, would you eat junk food that makes your body feel like garbage? Would you waste hours scrolling on your phone while all your dreams just die? Obviously not. If you actually cared about yourself, you would do things that make your future self happy and proud of you. Here's the real truth that nobody wants to admit. You will never feel bad about doing the hard work. Never. But you will always feel terrible about being lazy. Being fat and unhealthy 24 hours a day is way harder than just working out for 1 hour. Being broke for your entire life is way harder than working hard for just a few years. The hard choice you make right now makes your life easier later, but the easy choice you make right now makes your life harder forever. Picture this in your head. You wake up and walk into a place with all different kinds of breakfast food. You grab yourself a bowl of plain oatmeal. It's pretty good, not amazing, but it tastes fine and you're totally happy with it. Then you spot this giant mountain of chocolate pancakes covered in syrup and whipped cream. You take one bite and oh my God, it's the most delicious thing ever. Now when you look back at your oatmeal, it suddenly looks boring and sad. This is exactly what happens to your brain every morning. If you check TikTok the second you wake up, that's the chocolate pancakes. Now, when you try to study or do actual work, that's the boring oatmeal. Your brain refuses to do it because you already gave it something more fun and exciting. That's why you absolutely need to do the hard things first thing in the morning before you do anything fun. Here's the final secret that actually changes everything. Stop seeing yourself as a lazy person who's trying to get better. That's completely the wrong way to think. Instead, just become the hard-working person right now. Make it part of who you are today. Grab a piece of paper and write down what the best version of you does every single day. What do they eat? When do they wake up? What do they never do? Then every day just ask yourself, what would the best version of me do right now? Would they scroll TikTok or study? Would they eat junk or real food? Then just do whatever that person would do. People always act exactly like the person they believe they are, deep down. Look, there's no magic trick for this. It's super simple. Just do the thing even when you absolutely don't feel like doing it. That's the entire secret. It's going to really suck at first. Your brain will scream at you to stop. But if you keep pushing through, something incredible happens. The hard stuff gets easier. Your discipline gets bigger. And one day you wake up and realize you're actually living the life you always wanted. Your future self is watching you right now. They're either going to thank you or hate you based on what you choose to do today. So what's it going to be? If this helped you understand discipline better, hit subscribe right now. Next video, I'm breaking down how to build habits that stick without motivation. Now go do one hard thing today, just one. I'll see you next time.